Cory Mann, Poseidon Ponds Landscaping, coming to you from my very own yard, where today I'm going to teach you how to prune Russian sage. I got my gloves, got my cutters, put these things on here, get ready. Dogs are happy to see me, as you can tell. So one of the first things you want to do when you're pruning is to make sure that you are sanitizing your pruners. Maybe you pruned something prior to this that had some sort of bacteria or fungus. You don't want to transfer that or potentially transfer that to the plant that you're working on. Okay? So, take out my rubbing alcohol here. Just a little bit on there. As we open this up, just want to make sure I get those blades cleaned up. You can also do this after you finish pruning something else. Obviously, I don't need to tell you to be careful when you're doing this, especially here with my Falcos, super sharp. So, all right. Okay, so what you see here is this is the new growth from last year, okay? And then down below we also have the old growth, all right? So for the Russian sage, this is a species or a cultivar called Little Spire, and it only gets about this maximum height here, somewhere around the 3-foot mark. And all the new stuff is usually born off of last year's new growth, okay? So a lot of the old growth that's down here is something that we're gonna wanna get rid of. So with any typical pruning scenario, you wanna get rid of diseased, dead, or dying material. So that's one thing to keep in consideration here. But this particular plant in Michigan isn't completely hardy, so we're not going to get new growth up off the top of the plant itself. So typically a plant like this, we're going to want to cut back to that 6 to 8 inch mark, and then we're going to want to look for a new growth down below. So I'm simply just going to be trimming this off like that. I'll probably start here by actually pruning away the dead stuff. So I can see this old wood here, and I'm just going to want to prune that back down. And as you can see, there is no life in that actual wood material here. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go ahead and prune these up for you. You'll get to see a quick little time lapse of it, and then I'll tell you a little bit more at the end. All right, so this right here, just to look a little bit closer into the actual structure of the plant, you can see last year where cuts were made at that 6 to 8 inch mark from the soil up, right? You can see that the cut was made and then it made new growth out of the old wood. Okay, so there was a nice healthy bud that was on the old wood, okay, and it was able to grow from that. So when I talk about pruning out the old dead wood, you can see this one here had no new growth on that previous year. So it's good to get rid of this because that's going to encourage new growth in other areas of the plant and give it a much better structure. All right, so as you could see, I buzzed through these things pretty quickly. Not nearly as fast as the time lapse made it, but it really only took me maybe about 10 minutes at most. Sometimes I get a little bit more detail oriented than I really need to be. But really what I want you to see in here is you can see you want to kind of create this internal structure, right? You want to keep the plant looking a certain specific way. Some other plants that are going to be pretty similar to this, butterfly bush, what they call bluebeard is another shrub-like plant that also does this. Lavender. A lot of the plants like this, you want to thin out the old wood, the disease, dying, and decaying stuff, and give new growth a chance by going back to the healthiest buds that you can find. Russian sage is just an excellent plant It adds great character to almost any landscape. This one right here obviously gets a little bit of shade. They do really well in full sun. But this one in particular is a much smaller version. Some of the other ones are much taller, so keep that in mind. One of the other things I've noticed with this particular cultivar, the Little Sprite, is that it tends to have like a spreading habit. So I've noticed it show up in other areas. You can kind of see it'll send these little runners out like this, and it's kind of going out there. I have had success with actually cutting and transplanting that to a different location, so that is kind of cool. It attracts bees. It has a really, really cool scent. I love working with these plants because it gives you that real kind of lavender minty smell, so it's really nice. But if you're looking for that bluish hue and lots of flowers, this thing is going to flower from like June to October, okay? So lots of flowers, long duration. It's just an excellent plant. So if you have more questions, or you want to see me prune anything in particular, hopefully I have it in my yard, just let me know down in the comments. Real easy just to click a comment down there. If you like this video, click the like button, and please be sure to subscribe. Thank you so much. If you need more information, 734-726-5061 or www.poseidonponds.com. Thank you.